You see from the way they were playing hurling, not the Limerick that we've got used to over the last few years. John Kiley, though, you can't really doubt his coaching decisions.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, it's Garrod Hegarty heading out of that tunnel on the far side at the Cusick stand. Now, can Dublin maintain this for the second half? They need a good 10-15 minutes here, Evan.
Yeah, if they're within 2-3 points coming into the last 10 minutes, you feel it's anyone's game. But if they manage to just fire over a few scores early on, hold this lead, they really have a chance.
Yes, and if always need a Calicon telling the lads, do not concede a goal. Number one, do not concede a goal.
Just keep finding Sean Curry, keep finding Fergal Whiteley, and just keep popping ball over that black spot, because that's what worked in the first half. That's what they need to keep doing, as the referee, Liam Gordon, is going to get us underway again.
Ball thrown in a rush. And Limerick now playing from left to right into the Davin end. Dublin now playing into Hill 16, which I think Evan's going to be an advantage to Dublin for this half.
Absolutely. Dublin did win the toss as far as I know, so they have opted to play in towards their fans, and now immediately Dublin have won the ball. It's a brilliant interception by Paddy Doyle. Dublin progressing forward.
Into the Limerick square. That's it. Got a great ball. That's a head. He was definitely being held. Number 21 there for Dublin, which is Dara Gray. Sorry, apologies, John Heatherton has been brought on for the second half.
Yeah, Diarmid Dooley in the
Nicky
first
Quaid
half.
called back again.
Yeah, in the first half didn't actually touch the sliotar once. I was reading a stat at half time, so it seems like he has been replaced for John Heatherton, but we'll get confirmation of the substitutions in a few moments.
And once again, third or fourth time, Nicky Quaid called back for his quick puck out.
Oh no, Hawkeye, sorry.
At the top. Oh, no. I'm trying here, Evan. I'm trying.
Might get a bit excited. It was a kneel just wide of the posts, and now Nicky Quaid gets us underway. Limerick with a lot of space. The Cusack stand side, fired forward.
And Dublin looking to gather that ball again into the halfbacks. The halfbacks of Dublin have been absolutely on fire today, mopping up and sweeping up all of Limerick's problems. And again, fired into John Heatherton, just in front of Hill 16.
Very composed.
Sells him a dummy. Unfortunately, gone left and wide.
Definitely a fierce wind towards the Hill 16 side, because Limerick were having the same problems in that first half. Anytime they shot from the left, it just dragged left. Anytime they shot from the right, it usually sailed over. Now it is number 8, Adam English, progressing forward. Gives it to Kyle Hayes, who's intercepted brilliantly by Fergal Whiteley. What a game he's having.
He is having an absolute stormer of a game then too as well. Conor Burke sends the ball over. Is he going to send that ball over? Yes, he does, Evan.
Ah, what a score.
Yes, he does. Straight over that bar from the centre of the pitch.
Right from the middle of Croke Park. A brilliant, brilliant score by Conor Burke. And now Dublin have a 4-point lead once again. Highest lead in the game, 5 points. Limerick brought that down just before half-time. It's time for the team in green to get a move on as they fire one down towards the Davin end, but that is well wide.
That is well wide then too as well from the Limerick midfielder, William O'Donoghue. Now, Sean Brennan eyeing up his puck out, sending it up into the Limerick half-back line then too. Can Dublin make something of this?
Bit of a push in the back there, but Dublin still win it well, and bit of a slip. It's not been much rain the last few days, so can't use that as an excuse. We have one of the infamous melees this game has provided. Sean Curry ducking and diving in and out of players, finds his midfielder.
Brian Hayes.
Now Brian Hayes progressing forward, pops it.
It's it over the bar. Yes, it is. Referee and umpires both agree.
Score.
That's a lovely score then too as well from Brian Hayes.
Yeah, Brian Hayes looked like it was going wide originally, but just curled in. Brilliant score.
Sent into the Davin end here in Croke Park, and Limerick are jostling and shoving, looking for that ball. Adam Aaron Gallan been fairly quiet today, you feel?
A bit of a chop there from one of the Limerick attackers. Referee says nothing. Now it's Cian Lynch who finds his full forward. There's space here, and Sean Brennan's called into action just outside the box. He's brought down.
What's the referee doing? Giving a free in.
Referee took his time.
He did, Evan. He's giving me a heart attack here. This is not good for my blood pressure.
He's not helping us up in the commentary gantry. Taking his time, but he has given a free in. It was just outside the penalty area, so it will be a free, and it's going to be Cian Lynch who you would suspect is going to pop this one over.
And I take that free any day of the week, Evan. Take that free.
Absolutely, that could have well been a goal.
Sean Brennan would have stopped it, Evan. You know that, and I know that too as well.
I think if you put a London bus in front of that goal, it mightn't have stopped that, but Dublin did very well there to survive. It's Aaron Gallan, apologies, not Cian Lynch, who'll be taking this one. Takes the safe score. It's over, and now it's a 3-point lead. For Dublin, I should say. Limerick still trailing.
Sean Brennan gets his puck out ready, heading up towards the Limerick half-back line then too as well. Two Dublin players underneath it.
And now once again Limerick come out with the ball in hand. When Dublin get the ball or pass the ball through their hands, they're very fluid, but once it gets messy, Limerick are winning, but Dublin win it back, and that
into John Hedderton, is it? Into John Hedderton again. And he was held up then too as well from Tom Morrissey in the back. He's still shuffling for that ball just in front of Hill 16 at the 13-metre line. Again, Hedger gets that ball. He tries to pick it up. He's picking and scooping. He's fighting for every single blade of grass. Here he is, just at the arc in front of Hill 16.
The referee blows his whistle. It'll be a throw in. John Hedderton doing a great job of disrupting the Limerick defence. Hedderton he's almost acting as the big blocky full forward that we often see in Gaelic football, but this time with the small ball. Limerick come out from the throw in, and Adam English progressing forward, pops it to Cian Lynch, but once again breaks down, and Dublin will look to take this one. It is going to be a free out for Limerick though.
A bit harsh, I feel, on Dublin there on the free out.
Yeah, Dublin themselves certainly not happy with it. A lot of appeals, but Limerick once again take it quickly, and the referee calls it back.
Calls it back once again. Wait for the whistle.
This one I feel is understandable. There's been a few times he's called puck outs back, and it's disrupted the flow of the game, but this one there was about 10 players surrounding Kyle Hayes as he fired it forward.
The free being taken on the Limerick 45-metre line. Two slitters now on the pitch. And Dermot Barnes ready to size this one up. Does he go for it? Does he drop it in? What does he do? I'm sure we're told to get that point, get that score back to a 2-point game.
Fires it, does Dermot Burns. It's trailing, and it's wide once again.
And that is very wide.
Limerick's first half problems have resurged here, and Dublin will like the look of that. They have a real chance still in this game, because Limerick have not improved from their first half performance, at least in these very early stages.
Ball poked out from Sean Brennan over to the far side of the Cusack stand here in Croker, and Dublin win the line ball.
Dublin win the line ball. Not many options for the midfielder.
Sent into the centre, pops off. Is it Tom Morrissey's hand? Grode Hegarty takes a strike. That's a score.
Yeah, great score for Grode Hegarty. Right over the black spot from about the 45-metre line, and now it's Dublin 17, Limerick 14. Still a 3-point game. A goal would change this. A goal for either side would change this game significantly, you feel. It's just hitting back and forward as Sean Brennan once again fires it out to Conor McHugh, who beats the attacker and is now progressing
on his
forward.
bike. He's on his bike right down towards the Hill 16 goal, and he's hooked well in front of Hill 16.
Yeah, that's a brilliant hook and great chasing by Grode Hegarty. Seems like he actually caught the arm of the Dublin man. So Limerick get us underway once again. Nicky Quaid from the puck out.
And it's dropped by Nicky Quaid then too as well. Is that ball heading over the bar or the black spot for Dublin? Is it? No, it's not, unfortunately.
A rare miss from Sean Curry this year.
Just to the right of the goals there on Hill 16.
There's the Dublin player getting treated, but game goes on. So Dublin, in theory, down to 13 here. And it is looking like it's going to be Aidan O'Connor who's going to try work his magic. No, that's come off horribly. But it will be a 65. It did come off the Dublin defender, but at first glance, that looked like Aidan O'Connor's worst miss of his career.
It did too, yes, it did. It's looking come off the side of Hurley. Hill 16 is starting to fill up now for the big ball just after this game.
Yeah, of course, myself and Mike will still be here for Dublin versus Cork, so don't go anywhere, folks. It's a beautiful Saturday. You've nowhere to be. Stay for a fabulous Gaelic football game, but this hurling is nowhere near over just yet. This one still well in the balance.
Aaron Gallan is back to us here, looking to reduce the deficit again. Strikes that ball towards the Davin end. And the umpire's nod. White flag is raised. We have 44 minutes gone. Dublin 17 points. Limerick 15 points. And a poor puck out there from Sean Brennan.
That was Aaron Gallan's 57th point of the year. That was high hurl there.
That was very, very high there from Gearóid Hegarty. Very high on the Dublin player, midfielder Conor Burke. What's the referee going to do? He's given him a yellow card.
So that's now Tom Morrissey and Gearóid Hegarty in the Limerick forwards who have been given a card.
Both skating on thin ice.
Yeah, absolutely. So referee calls it back once again. Sean Brennan fired it up to the corner, but he'll have to go again. In
fairness to the ref, he's been consistent on it. Don't take the free until I blow the whistle. He's all game.
Yeah, fair on both teams.
Yes.
Definitely. Nicky Quaid has impeded more than Sean Brennan with that rule, but he has kept it consistent, and I suppose that's all you can really ask for.
Sean Brennan at the Dublin 45-metre line. Weighs up his options. Drops the ball into Hedgehow will be the plan, you feel. Hedgehow tries to grab. Falls to a Limerick defender. Sean Finn plays across the goal. Dermot Burns grabs it again. And again, the referee plays advantage out to Limerick.
No free in for Dublin, it seems. Or is he? No, he's bringing it back.
Referee's calling it back, yeah, for an infringement. He played the Limerick advantage.
Yeah, Dermot Burns just picking himself up right out of the corner in front of Hill 16. The medics do come rushing onto the field, but I think Dermot Burns is going to be okay, and we're going to get the game back going. The sun once again coming out and heating up that pitch. It's been a warm afternoon and some effort by both teams so far. Nicky Quaid is going to fire it forward and try and get his attackers in motion, because they've not really been firing on all cylinders today. I think we've used that cliche a few times, but Limerick need to up the ante here a little bit, and now they have it on the left-hand side, and there's a brilliant hook on Cathal
O'Neill.
Cathal O'Neill.
And now Dublin go marching down the far side on the Cusack stand. Can Dublin make this one count? Sean Curry sizes it up. He needs that ball to go over. Ball has gone over that bar. Evan, that was a beautiful score.
Yeah, that's the best of the afternoon for Sean Curry so far. And he's fired one over once again. One of the best attackers in the league so far.
Coming on, 47 minutes gone. It is Dublin 18 points, Limerick 15 points.
And once again, the attack is swept away with every second that ticks by. Not to raise your blood pressure even more, Mike.
You're not doing me any favours here, Evan.
It feels like this could be another historic afternoon in Croker.
You'll be doing the Dublin Cork game on your own, Evan, if this keeps up.
And who knows, it could be a historic afternoon there for Cork. So we might end up leaving the stadium.
We will, Evan. Yes. All right, ball is free out to Limerick just on the arc in front of Hill 16. And we have Dermot Barnes looking to get Limerick somewhat closer to Dublin and reduce the 3-point deficit. Struck cleanly. He goes for the score. And it drops straight into Sean Brennan's arms, into his paw. And it's a great puck out then too as well to the Dublin number 10 of Rian McBride. Sends it in, back into Hedgehow. Hedgehow looking to gather that ball. He doesn't, he fumbles it.
He marked very closely as John Hamilton.
Yeah. And Dan Morrissey on the far side of the pitch switches the play over to this side at the Hogan stand side. And who's that number 14? It is Aidan O'Connor sends that ball. Is he gone over? Yes, it is. That was a lovely sweet shot over his right shoulder.
Yeah, things haven't come easy for the Ballybrown man this afternoon, but that was one of the finer moments of Limerick's attacking powers over the bar. 2-point game, closest it's been this half.
Now, what can Dublin manufacture from this hook out? Neil Callaghan just comes on the big screen here in Croke Park. A pensive heading him today.
Yeah, if they get this one over the line, it's definitely his best day as a Dublin coach. Of course, he has improved the team leaps and bounds since he's come in, but he'd like to. That's
a great ball into as well.
Sean
Hedgehow's got in space. Hedgehow's into space. Paul. Oh, that was unlucky from across the Dublin goal in front of Hill 16.
Very, very unlucky indeed. It was Rian McBride who was progressing forward. He had Edjo to his right, but just couldn't get the strike cleanly. It was wide. That could have been such a moment.
A Dublin goal. My heart stopped there for a second, Evan. Not going to lie to you.
Limerick now looking to respond and looking to narrow the gap once again. It is over the bar. It's a beautiful score from Aidan O'Connor.
That ball sailed over that bar.
Aidan O'Connor's looking to be the talisman today for Limerick. They have men who step up in fine moments, and Aidan O'Connor wants to be that one today.
Now just coming on, 50 minutes gone. Dublin 18 points, Limerick 17 points. The far side, the Limerick supporters have made the long trip up and they are starting to get behind the men in green. But Dublin are still battling, Evan.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it looks like Adam English is looking to progress forward. He's being hounded down here by Dublin. Has to revert. Pops it into his left-hand side to Cian Lynch. Lynch not really been given a moment here. Dublin are hounding it down. They're working overtime here, having the man down. Adam English then fires, and that's looking like it's going to sail straight over the crossbar.
That's a lovely score.
What a beauty from Adam English.
That is an absolutely beautiful score from Adam English.
Worked hard there. Dublin were doing very well to hound him down, but that's about as good as you get. Some changes now. Limerick are introducing some players. And it is going to be Declan Hannon from Adair who will come on. Only played 7 minutes last time out against Cork in the Munster hurling final. He's going to get 20 here in Croke Park.
Sean Brennan picks the ball out, pokes the ball out even, up into the Limerick half forward line. Dublin gather and lose, sends it out to Tom Morrissey. Tom strikes it, and again that ball is sailed over that bar. Limerick go up by 1 point, Evan.
Dublin are fading. Dublin are fading. Limerick are showing their grit and determination that's made them All-Ireland champions so many times, but Dublin just need a big score here. Need someone to step up and potentially fire one over, or even fire one into the back of the net. If they could get a goal, this would turn this game around once again. Brennan fires it forward. Dublin have won the puck out. This could be the moment.
And dispossessed there by Tom Morrissey. He sends back into the Limerick half back. It's now sent up to the Limerick half forward line. Garrod Hegarty takes a swipe. It's gone wide. It's gone wide. Referee says to Sean Brennan, hold on, we've got a couple of subs coming on.
Fergal Whiteley leaving the pitch. Great effort from him today.
Yeah,
Hasn't
absolutely
been in the second half as much as the first, but a real effort. And Dara Power will introduce himself to the field of play. Dara Power, of course, the Fingalian, who comes on and he's looking to make an instant impact. Here come Dublin attacking forward.
It's a great pass in too to Sean Curry.
Oh!
It's a Dublin goal! It's a Dublin goal! Oh my lord, what a goal!
Where did that come from?
That was absolutely magnificent stuff from John Heatherton.
What a finish! What a finish by John Heatherton. Just got it on the left and just says, no, I've had enough of this.
That was truly the eye of a needle, Evan.
Nicky Quaid caught out. Didn't expect that to go in the top right corner, but it has. What a goal
now
by
it's
John
game
Heatherton.
on. It is game on now, Evan.
Limerick have just got a bit of a shock there. That has rumbled Drumcondra for sure. And now Dublin are looking for another one.
Hedger looks again. Hedger looks again. It's a second Dublin goal. It's a second Dublin goal.
From absolutely nowhere. 2-18 to 19 points. Dublin, your day could be now.
Evan, get that ambulance ready. What an absolutely cracking goal.
I feel sorry for the blokes out in front of us, Mike.
No, they're fine. They're fine.
What a goal.
This has been utterly superb stuff from Dublin hurling today.
And that was Cian O'Sullivan from St. Bridget's who put it in the back of the net. I don't think it was as good as John Heatherton's, but I don't
we'll
think
take it.
Care.
It's 3 points
I
on
don't
that
think
board.
he'll care.
Hill 16 to our left. It is absolutely in raptures. Level 7 on the Hogan stand. It's nearly in raptures too, Evan.
Absolutely. We weren't the only ones who jumped up for that second goal. I can tell you that for free. Referee giving a few players a talking to. Right, game in our hands. What are you made of, Limerick? You now have to come back against one of the better teams in Leinster this year for a potential hurling upset.
Limerick won't panic just yet, Evan. That ball sails over the bar. 54 minutes gone. We have Dublin 2-18, 24 points, and Limerick 20 points, 4 points in the game.
Composure from Cricora's Cathal O'Neill, who fires it over the uprights. 4 points still in it. And Dublin once again attacking.
That's a very harsh free. Very, very harsh free against Dublin. And Neil Callaghan is absolutely outrageous. Outrage at that decision from the ref.
Yeah, Dublin sideline was fairly quick to have a go at the referee for that one, and the referee is reaching for his pocket here. There could be a card for
Ronan Hayes.
Crokes, Ronan Hayes, and it's a yellow. The fans here in Crow Park and you listening along, potentially not liking that one.
Now Aaron Gallan just in front of us here, looking to send the ball over the bar at the Davin end to reduce the deficit to 3 points. Bit of a swirling wind here in Crow Park in the second half. It has gotten up a bit.
Gallan.
Lovely ball. Over the black spot. Umpire waves the white flag.
Even wind can't stop Aaron Gallan.
Nothing can stop him.
Over the crossbar and a point.
Sean Brennan waits for the whistle.
Limerick win the second ball once again. Cathal O'Neill fires it towards Adam English, who fires it towards the Davin stand, and that one is going to go left and wide.
It's gone wide. Limerick looking to manufacture something here, Evan.
Absolutely, with Sean Brennan once again. A very good puck out, spots the free man, and now Dublin will try to progress forward.
Conor McHugh there sends the ball in to Dublin's number 10, Ring McBride. Sticks it over his left shoulder. Unfortunately, it's gone to the left and wide.
Had a second to settle himself
there. He did too.
McBride, and he didn't take it. And he'll be raging at that miss, but Limerick get us underway once again. Gearóid Hegarty just plays a nice soft ball to his number 5. And that will be firmly into the hand of Sean Brennan, not challenging him at all. Dublin looking to get the attack underway once again. And it is Andrew Dunphy of St. Bridget's who's looking to progress forward. He's lost it out. And Adam English, who's been a warrior in midfield, wins it back. Cathal O'Neill now being bumped and banged by 3-4 Dublin attackers. It eventually pops back out to Limerick, but it's a free to Dublin.
That was like bumper cars descended on that pitch there, Evan. Bumper cars, everyone bumping into each other, and Dublin, I think, are lucky to come away with a free on that one.
Very lucky to come out with a free on that one, I think. Most of the 50-50 decisions have gone Limerick's way today, but Dublin getting that one.
Dublin midfielder Brian Hayes from Chemical Crokes taking a sip of water. It is very, very hot down there today. Hill 16, can you hear it?
Even if they have the headset on, I'm not sure they'll be able to hear us with how loud it seems to be getting down there. It's not even full yet with the for the crowd for the football coming in later. Dublin versus Cork, of course, coming up after. Myself and Mike will still be here for the ADC commentary, so make sure you stick with us, folks. But we have 13 minutes of lovely hurling coming up first.
Sean Curry steps up just in front of us here at the just before the halfway line. Strikes it into Hill 16. How are we looking? Looks to go wide from where I'm sitting here. It does. It falls wide. John Heatherton could not get a hand on that one.
Yeah, Heatherton, who's made an impact since he come on, not able to get anything out of that one. Was just a poor strike really from Sean Curry, but he'll reset himself and go again. Nicky Quaid pucks it out, and once again it's going to be called back as there was a substitution being made, I believe. Quaid goes short with the second attempt. Now that's found Gearóid Hegarty, who will look to fire it forward. He has a lot of space and drives one towards the uprights and the Davin stand end, and that will go wide. Looked over once again.
It looked over for me, Evan. It did, but we'll take it.
Yeah, that's gone wide. Still a 3-point game, 2:18 to 21 points, 58 minutes gone.
Sean Brennan taking his time, waiting for the referee's whistle. Who's going to grab this one from the sky? Dublin grab it. Yes, they do. They head towards goal. Into Hedgehow again. Can Hedgehow manufacture something from this? He's looking. He's battling. He's battling. He's battling for it. Just in front of Hill 16. Referee. Yeah, he gives that free out.
He's a real warrior, isn't he, Hedgehow? Up in the full forward line. Just battling and battling with John. Or sorry, not John Bellew. If he was battling with John Bellew, something would be going very wrong.
Yes, very wrong.
Yeah. I forgot to turn the page of the team sheet. Sean Finn, who he's battling with from Brough, as Dublin now have won that free, have won the ball from the free.
Brian Hayes in the midfield. Is it? Yeah.
Cathal O'Neill, I tell you what, he's going to go home with some bruises from this. Dublin have hammered into him here.
They dare.
Now they have
it. Sean Curry has it. He's going to pass it out. Is he? What's he going to do? He's going to strike that ball over the bar, over his left shoulder. Is it a point? What an absolute score! Sean Curry. If Dublin lose this, Evan, I'm going to be absolutely heartbroken, just so you know, Evan. Okay?
And so will all involved in the Dublin hurling, because this is the best chance they've had for a semi-final in the guts of 12 years now. Here comes Adam English driving forward, finds and passes. What a save by Sean Brennan!
Sean Brennan spread himself wide as that goal he's guarding. What an absolutely unbelievable save.
Sean Brennan denying the all-star that is Aaron Gillan.
We're just seeing it here on the big screen here beside us. What an absolutely unreal reaction to that. Cat-like reaction to that.
Former hurler of the year being denied by Dublin's new star man in between the sticks. Brilliant save. It goes over for the point, but that could have been a lot worse than a momentum swinger.
As puck out comes off a Dublin hand, it's now a Limerick sideline cut. Garrod Hegarty sizes it up, look for options. No options available so far. No one's moving from in front of us here at the Hogan side stand of Croke Park.
And now it's progressed forward, and Limerick once again have the momentum, but there was a little bit of a missed pickup by Napier-Shoots Peter Casey, but he's won the free, and the crowd don't like that one.
And Paddy Smith pleading with the referee, wanting to know what he's done wrong, and I can't see him from where I was sitting, Evan. Looks like he's going for the ball.
Not too sure. We'll have a look at the replay here and see a bit of a chop. Little bit of a chop.
Okay.
You can understand it either way, I would think, but it's another opportunity for Aaron Gillan after he was denied a goal by Dublin Sean Brennan.
Aaron Gillan sets it up, looking to head into the Davin end to reduce the deficit now to 2 points. Sails over the bar.
Yeah, great score from Gillan. Most of his scoring coming from frees here today. 2:19 to 23 points. Dublin with a 2-point lead. Sean Brennan gets us underway, fires it into the half-forward line.
Again, Dublin scoop up. Sean Curry sends it back to his half-forward line. Bit of a hostile pass. Dublin gather again.
It's worked out, and now Dublin looking to pass it through the hands, and now they have found a bit of space
Dara
here.
Power has this ball. He sends it into the midfield. Is that a Dublin score? Yes, it is. You can hear by the crowd on Hill 16.
Fantastic point. Just found his space and struck it beautifully. Did Conor Burke. He's been excellent today.
62 minutes gone. Dublin 2-20. Limerick 23 points. Dublin up by 3 points. Not the result of the score most people will be expecting.
Is Adam English, corner forward position, fires it over the crossbar. It's another score. Oh no, it's not, sorry.
Came off the post, did it? No. Free up for Dublin. Free in for Limerick, apologies.
Free in, and a second chance for Limerick to convert here from that attacking position. Adam English, who's almost resulted in an all-rounder here, not playing really midfield. He just seems to be popping up left, right and centre. It's been a great game for Adam English, but I don't think any Limerick player will see it as a great game so far. Still an opportunity, and Aaron Gillan has the free.
Converted by Aaron Gillan. Over the black spot into the Davin end. The umpire waves the white flag. Donald Burke makes his appearance this season.
As Ronan Hayes makes way. It's been a good game for Hayes.
He has.
How are the nerves, Mike?
I'll tell you in 10 minutes, Evan.
No apologies. It's there seems to be a bit of a confusion here. It was actually Limerick's number 14, Aidan O'Connor, who's making way, not Dublin's Ronan Hayes. Yeah, no, it is.
It is actually, yeah. Two substitutions made, yeah.
It's Rian McCabe who'll be coming off, not Hayes. I was thinking Ronan Hayes is already off.
That's right, yes. Someone's missing.
Dublin, of course, down to 14 after Chris Crummey's red card, but they were almost down to 13 for a second.
Yeah.
A bit of a manager's misconfusion. But puck out is taken by Sean Brennan. Limerick had won it initially, but Dublin scoop it up nicely. And Ronan Hayes is actually still on the field. He's just not playing full forward anymore.
Okay, so now we have the ball in front of Hill 16. Dublin going to march. Sean Curry again over his left shoulder. Is it over the bar? Referee and umpires looking at it. Yes, it is. It's over that bar. Evan, this is getting worse for me. This is getting worse for me.
What a score from Sean Curry. He's been marvellous this season. He's been marvellous today. Absolutely excellent. There's another point on the board for him. 2:21 to 24. 3-point lead for the Dublin hurlers. What could be a historic day in Croke Park, but still plenty of time left. Limerick have space attacking forward. They're almost at the 21 and the 18, and now jinking in and looking for a goal.
That's
taken down just outside the penalty area. Sean Brennan waving furiously. That had to be done, no matter what the repercussions are, but they've got away without a card. It'll just be a free in for Aaron Gillard.
He went in hard. And
I know it's a free, but that's the sort of physicality we love to see in hurling. As Gillan fires one over. 2-point game.
now, 65 minutes gone. Dublin 22-21. Limerick 25. It's 2 points in it. Can Dublin hold on, Evan?
It's been a great game, no matter who wins it, but I know who Mike is rooting for. I know who
what gave it away?
Yeah, I know. I know who most of the stadium seems to be rooting for. The Limerick fans finally finding their voices. A shot has been fired up and over the uprights, and it is Garrod Hegarty.
It's now down to a 1 point game. Nobody on the field, either the green or the blue, are panicking just yet, Evan. There's no sense of panic from either team.
Yeah, a lot of composure. Maybe a sense of panic in our voices, but that's certainly not reciprocated throughout the players. And Dublin have almost won their own puck out, but it is swooped up by Cathal O'Neill, who will look to fire forward from the 45-metre line. He is looking for his attackers, but that is well won by
John Bellew. Well done, John. That's it. Lovely stuff. Paddy Smith now has that ball. Sends it in. What's he going to do? Drop it into Hedgehow. He's going to pull the trigger himself. What's he going to do? It's definitely dropping short. Hedgehow tries to get a touch on it. He doesn't. It wasn't far off it though, Evan.
John Hedgehow almost dunking it in towards the goal, but Nicky Quaid just held his composure, and Limerick had a chance.
Two Limerick men missed that ball just in front of the Dublin D. Sean Brennan screaming for the ball out on the far side, the Cusack stand side. He knows what he's going to do. He's going to send that ball up into Hedgehow. No, he's not. He's dropping it in short to Conor Burke.
Burke has a bit of space, and Burke
he's
is
on
moving.
his bike, and he's on his bike. Is he going to strike it himself? Is this good? You'll know why the Dublin crowd reaction to it. Yes, it is. It is over the bar.
Unbelievable score by Conor Burke, who's really been the cog in Dublin's midfield today, and Limerick are starting to slowly make mistakes. It's rare this Limerick team feels the pressure of a situation, but they're feeling it now. Ball is fired.
And that's wide again, Evan.
Wide. A disappointing shot in the end by Declan Hannon of Adair, and it is wide of the posts. Sean Brennan gets us restarted.
Now look, that was a very high challenge then too from Cian Lynch. Very unlike Cian Lynch to making mistakes like that. Rudimentary errors there from Cian, and the referee wants a word in his ear.
Yeah, this will give everyone a chance to just calm down a little bit.
Take a breather.
Everyone in attendance and us here in the media pen, definitely not calm.
No.
The players seem to be. If you think myself and Mike are bad, you should see some of the nerves of people beside us.
And we're bad.
And we're bad.
Now, John Kiley, is he a worried man on the big screen here in front of us here in Croke Park? Is he worried? What's his plan? Does he trust his players? Absolutely.
There's nothing he can do now. This is up to the players. They need to dig in, and Limerick need to find 2 points here.
Sean Curry eyes it up over on the far side, Cusack stand side, looking into Hill 16. Listen to the crowd as that ball heads towards the goal.
Oh.
You hear that crowd? Do you hear that crowd, Evan?
Sean Curry, you're going to go on a Dublin hurlers legend wall if you continue these performances, because he has been the playmaker, the sharpshooter, and everything else in between for Dublin. Nicky Quaid fires it forward. Limerick need an answer. 3 points in it, 2 minutes to go plus added time. Colin Curry has now come onto the field of play.
And referee again blows it up for a Limerick substitution. No, Dublin substitution, unfortunately.
Ronan Hayes reluctant to leave, but unfortunately this time actually has to. Now ball fired forward, and it does find the Limerick attackers. It's David Reedy progressing forward, and Limerick have numbers here. Cathal O'Neill strikes, brilliant block by Dublin, and Conor Burke is able to send it out for a 65. Burke has been all over the field here, and that's another great piece of defensive play.
You would feel there's 3 Conor Burkes on the pitch playing for Dublin today. That's how much space is covered in Croke Park today.
You would. He's been excellent. Himself and Adam English have had a war in midfield. They've both been fantastic. But Conor Burke there, I say, just that little bit better.
Aaron Glan sizes it up just inside midfield, looking to reduce the deficit to 2 points.
This has to be a score.
You would feel that Limerick definitely need to get this. What's it doing? Looks good to me from this side.
It's wide.
That is a wide ball. Oh, he's going to Hawkeye. Oh, Evan, I can't deal with this anymore.
I saw the right umpire step forward, and it was like, it's a wide ball, but he's gone to Hawkeye. 4 minutes added on.
70 minutes, 2:23 to Limerick's 26. Dublin up by 3 points. Hawkeye, the guys upstairs, are looking at this on the replay, and that is a kneel.
That's a wide ball.
That is a wide ball.
3 times we've gone to Hawkeye, 3 kneels. And it will be Sean Brennan to get us restarted. 4 minutes of added time to be played here in Croke Park. 3
Evan,
points separating the teams.
I don't feel very well, Evan. I don't feel very well, Evan.
Medic? Where's that medic? As Dublin win the puck out, and John Hederton is in the mix of it here. And the Dublin attackers have realised they need to go back to attacking. They were all very defensive for a second. It's a melee, it's a war on the Hogan stand side. And it is a yellow helmet
and it's pushed out then too as well. And the referee gives a Dublin free.
Oh, wow. Dublin
just
free.
In front of us. Referee called the throw ball.
Sean Curry, time to settle the nerves and try and fire one over for what would be a 4-point lead with less than 4 minutes to go. And I think now the Dublin players are starting to get nervous.
John Kiley, Evan. John Kiley telling his forwards to get in there, get in that square. They know what's coming, they know what's needed here. And Sean Curry with the free of his life.
If this sails over, get ready for the roar.
Medics on standby, Evan.
Absolutely. It's all got very quiet here all of a sudden. Sean Curry steps, strikes, it sails.
It looks good.
It sails.
It looks good. It's over the bar. It's over the bar. Yes, it is.
Sean
Dublin.
Curry, hands out going, what do you mean? This is normal for me. He's pushed on his face by Cian Lynch as Limerick fire one forward to the 45-metre line. Adam English has found space and Cathal O'Neill progresses forward. He's looking to fire one across goal. He finds it. Finds Aaron Gillan. Gillan now closer to the Hogan stand side. Picks it back. Limerick looking for a goal. They'll settle for a point.
It's over that bar. They were hunting for the goal there, Evan. They were hunting for that goal.
They need it. They don't have enough time to start popping points. 24 to 27 points. Dublin lead by 3.
And I'm standing up, Evan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
I'm standing up. Yeah.
I'm not even sure the cable on these mics is long enough, but we'll do it anyway. Sean Brennan fires one forward.
It's into the Limerick half-back line then too as well. Dan Morrissey has the ball. Sean Curry takes a swipe at it. Where does it go? Does it go to Limerick or does it go to Dublin?
It's Kyle Hayes who has the ball in his hand at the halfway line.
He's looking to make something of it. What are Limerick going to do here? What are Limerick going to do? They need a goal.
Hannon.
It's Declan Hannon. Referee called advantage.
And Limerick fire one. Brilliant block by Dublin.
What a block, but the referee has called it back. Hand was up in the air in fairness to the referee.
Any sense of composure amongst the players, amongst the fans, amongst the media is all gone. This is a historic hurling clash, no matter what the result of this one's going to be. Limerick, you feel, are going to try fire this one under the crossbar. They cannot settle for points.
We are on 73.5 minutes gone. We've got 30 seconds left. Limerick have to manufacture something from this. And by something, I'm looking at 3 points.
Sean Brennan calling everybody back to stand on this line. All bar Cian O'Sullivan, who's staying towards the arc. And this is not the weight that Mike needed.
No. Evan, I can hear the ambulance wailing in the background. They're on their way. The Model Hospital, you can nearly walk to it from here. Can you hear Hill 16, Evan? Can you hear Hill 16 from where we are?
I think back in Nace, my friends and family at home can hear Hill 16. Here we go then. Who's stepping up to take it for Limerick? It is, of course, former hurler of the year, Aaron Gillan. Aaron, now is your time to shine. This has to go in the back of the net if Limerick want a chance. Gillan strikes, saved by Dublin. Is it going to be?
Is it going to be out from Dublin? Are they going to do it? Come on, referee, blow that whistle. Is he going to blow it?
They have one more chance.
Have one more go.
Kyle
Referee.
Hayes fumbles it. Is he going to be able to fire one in?
What's he going to do?
It's Adam English who's going to fire one.
It has to drop short. It's gone over the bar. Dublin will take that all day long. 74.5 minutes gone.
Here we go.
Referee's going to blow it up now. Dublin 2 points to the good.
It's very anticipated. Sean Brennan, for the first time this afternoon, takes a long time to hit this ball out. There is a Dublin substitution, but he won't get much game time, unfortunately. He's on the pitch.
He may not even touch that ball.
It's
Neil
David Lucy
Calicon and John Kiley, both managers here on the sideline, very, very animated.
Mike, are you ready?
I'm ready for this, Evan.
In what has been one of the most recent historic afternoons of Dublin hurling, Brennan fires.
Sean Brennan loads it up. Referee not looking at the whistle yet, not looking at it. Referee should blow it up now any second. Dublin don't have the ball. Do they? It's in the middle of the pitch.
It's over.
Referee blows it up. And Dublin have won against Limerick. Yes!
What a day for Dublin hurling.
This has been one of the greatest days since 2013 for Dublin hurling. What an absolute cracking game of hurling.
Niall O'Callaghan, Sean Curry, Conor Burke, cement yourselves in history. What a performance by Dublin. The Dublin win today was supposed to come this evening. It's come early. Limerick are sick. It's a long drive home. They will not win the All-Ireland. They won't even get close.
I cannot tell you how proud I am of these Dublin hurlers. I'm usually on Hill 16 for these games, Evan. Every single year coming to Croke Park, beating at this stage of the hurling championship. This has been an unreal performance from Dublin today.
One of the legends of this game that we did, Marty Morrissey, with the famous line, "Oh, holy Moses."
Holy Moses is right. This has been absolutely and utterly fantastic. Hard luck, Limerick. Dublin deserved it just on the day. I thought they were going to click into gear in the second half.
Mike, 14 men that Dublin team.
14 men against Limerick. Who would have thunk it?
Time to settle themselves down then for a slightly longer summer. Dublin don't usually get it in hurling. It's usually the footballers who drag all the attention. But what a day. Tired bodies out on the pitch, but the resting can come tomorrow. Final score in Croke Park, I haven't a clue, but Dublin have won it.
Dublin won by 2 points. Dublin win by 2 points. Evan, there were tired bodies on the pitch. There were 2 tired bodies up here on level 7 here in Croke Park. What an absolutely cracking game of hurling.